Pokemon. We all know them, and love them or hate them, they've grown to become a huge part of our popular culture. When most think about Pokemon, they think cute and cuddly. But I am here to tell you otherwise. For you see, if you try and look at them through the lens of science, you will find that Pokemon are scary. Today, let's look at one of the easiest examples, Pidgeot, the final form of Pidgey, one of the most common birds in the Pokemon universe. This makes sense, of course, considering in many ways, including in name, it's meant to resemble this. According to its various Pokedex entries, Pidgeot can fly at Mach 2 speed. What does that mean? Well, an object's Mach number is its speed in relation to the speed of sound. In this case, Mach 2 is twice the speed of sound. The speed of sound itself is variable dependent on the medium it travels through, and sound must have a medium to move through because it exists as a series of pressure waves, pushing itself through the medium, be it solid, liquid, or gas. That's why, in space, no one can hear you scream. It's not that there's no one to hear it, it's that the sound has nothing to travel through. When we're talking about Pidgeot, though, presumably we're talking about the speed of sound in air. That is, after all, where birds tend to be found flying. On a nice dry day at about 20 degrees Celsius, at sea level the speed of sound is 343.2 meters per second. That's 768 miles per hour, or about a mile every 5 seconds. But Pidgeot can double that, reaching 1,536 miles an hour. Roughly, that means it could fly from one end of the continental United States to the other in 2 hours. Let's go for some real-life examples here. The fastest moving bird, and indeed the fastest creature on the planet, is the peregrine falcon. A peregrine can reach up to 242 miles per hour, but only while diving. Pidgeot here can break 6 times that. Most modern aircraft, and even some passenger planes, can reach supersonic speeds. Such planes, however, must be made of very sturdy materials to endure the heat generated by flying at such speeds. The SR-71 Blackbird, for example, can fly at a continuous Mach 3.1, while some parts of the plane are over 315 degrees Celsius. And just a reminder, water boils at 100 C. Not only does that mean Pidgeot's bones are comparable to titanium here, but that its feathers are amazingly heat resistant. It's a wonder this thing doesn't turn into a phoenix mid-flight. In addition to all this, we also need to consider the damage these creatures could cause just by flying. What do I mean? Well, consider the Doppler effect. The Doppler effect is the change in frequency of a wave reaching an observer moving relative to the source of the wave. In this case, we're talking about sound waves. When you stand still and make a noise, be it stamping your foot, jumping up and down, and/or babbling incoherently about how much you like Starburst candies, these sound waves will radiate outward at equal speeds. If you move while continuing to profess that cherry is the best flavor, which would make you wrong, by the way, these sounds continue to move at the same speed, but as you move, the waves in front of you will be closer together, and behind you they will be farther apart. As you accelerate toward the speed of sound, the waves will be closer and closer together until finally you are at the same speed or faster than the sounds you create. At this point, the waves are so compressed that they merge and form a single shockwave, a sonic boom, an outward explosion of pressure as you pass through the air. This is normally fine. A jet flies miles up in the sky after all, far enough away that people barely feel the pressure, if at all. But a bird has no such restrictions. Should a Pidgeot fly over your home or past your window, even at half speed it might shatter glass and knock things over. And consider this. As we mentioned, a Pidgey is supposed to be about as common as a pigeon, if not quite the same build. Suppose then, if Pokemon were real, there was a straight substitution. The population of pigeons in New York City alone is estimated to be well over 1 million. Of those as Pidgeys, if only 1% evolved all the way to Pidgeot form, New York would have over 10,000 birds flying around the place at supersonic speeds. Good luck with that. With this, I conclude that Pidgeot is a scary, scary creature, and I'm glad that it is not alive. Thanks for watching, everyone. Please let me know what you think in the comments below, be it positive or negative. Maybe give me suggestions for what to talk about next. Hit the like button if you enjoyed this, and subscribe for future content. Till next time, I've been Gin, and you've been watching me talk about Pokemon and science.